What about the evidence? You guys, there's no evidence. There's no gun. They lost the gun. They lost the bullets. They lost the shell casing. Lost the fragments from Megan's foot. How can you convict someone for 10 years when there's no factual evidence just based on a person's testimony who changed their testimony 3 times and it's on video?
Girl, really?
Now, I wasn't even going to report on this. I was really about to go get something to eat, but I'm checking my phone and I see all of these people posting and reporting false information. So shout out to T with Tia, and I want y'all to read that headline. Tory Lanez bail was denied. He will remain in custody pending appeal. Does that say his appeal was denied? Does that say Tory is going to jail? Why are y'all reporting this? Maybe y'all posting it because Megan Cuniff is out here giving out false information, talking about Tory is officially headed to prison. The motion will be denied. Proceedings concluded. Thank you, Judge Hereford said. How can the appeal be denied when they haven't even discussed it yet? Now, we got another post from T with Tia, and it explains that Tory Lanez bail was denied because they claim he's a flight risk and a danger to society. Tory Lanez, they're saying, is a danger to society. Now, that's crazy, but it also says despite the misinformation being passed around, Tory Lanez was not denied on appeal. They are still working on his appeal. His bail was denied. Take a listen to the press conference held today outside the courthouse. So let's check that out.
So yeah, he was convicted, but none of the circumstances have changed.
He stated on the record he wasn't a danger to society.
What about the evidence? You guys, there's no evidence. There's no gun. They lost the gun. They lost the bullets. They lost the shell casing. Lost the fragments from Megan's foot. How can you convict someone for 10 years when there's no factual evidence just based on a person's testimony who changed their testimony 3 times and it's on video?
It's a valid point.
Are those your appellate issues that it's not fair? Or what is your actual appellate issues? And can you talk about what your experiences are?
Can you answer the question that I posed?
Well, let's answer her question.
Here she goes.
Those are valid trial court questions, but now we're at the appellate level, so we have to move forward. We can't rediscover.
But what I'm saying is that the gun is missing. The police never did a check on the serial number. We have the serial number. Fans of Tory's did their due diligence. Sorry, but they did their due diligence and found the serial number for the gun. LAPD didn't check the gun. How is that normal?
Yes, ma'am. Those are all things that we'll be addressing and digging into as we develop Tory's appeal. So we always appreciate all of the info from the fans who have done this work. And those are definitely important issues that we will be addressing. And like I said in court, we do have various appellate issues. We have appellate issues stemming from both traditional means and the new changes in the penal code. So, for example, we all know that common appellate arguments can be, errors with the jury, errors with the prosecutors, errors with the evidence. So we will be exploring all of the traditional things that we see in an appellate brief. But what Unite the People really specializes in is we do post-conviction, and we look at these new Senate bills and Assembly bills that have been passed in recent years. And we really focus in on that. And so we found that there are some issues with Mr. Peterson's trial that are in flux with these new changes in the law.
Namely, excessive sentencing. Middle terms instead of lower terms, plus the 4-year enhancement.
What about
middle term.
What about the attorneys?
Middle term, not lower.
Is that legal?
I never want to say negative things about other people, so I will just preface that, and start at that point. But I will look into that, and if there's anything that is against any attorney's ethical obligations, we all know that California just recently added that Rule 8.3 to our ethical duties, and so it will be my obligation, along with my co-counsels, to bring about any improprieties that we see.
Well, you have the list.
Can you talk about your appellate experience? How many cases?
We're not here to talk about people's
Why she care?
This Megan asking questions, so they telling.
That's what we're here to talk about.
So his counsel's getting on her ass. Hold on.
Disproportionately sentenced. That's all this is about. It's about the gun enhancement. It's about the giving him the middle term instead of the low term in the first timer's case. That's what we're here to talk about. We're not here to talk about anything else.
They didn't care if it was Tory's gun or not. How is that even? They didn't even test DNA on the other.
That will be addressed on the appeal.
Well, and yeah, to that point though, with the middle term, I mean, if a jury convicted him of firing a gun 5 times, that, according to the judge, it fell objectively within the middle term sentencing, especially with the gun enforcement.
Yes, but new case law from California Supreme Court and new Assembly and Senate bills do say that there are mitigation factors to consider to get us from that midterm to the low term. So we're not trying to do anything extraordinary for Mr. Peterson. We're merely trying to make sure that all of the laws, including the brand new ones, are applied not just to Mr. Peterson's case, but to every person who's facing post-conviction in the state of California.
If he was sentenced to 2 years instead of 10, would you have been more satisfied?
Well, possibly, but perhaps not if it was still an illegal sentence in accordance with the law, because all I want is a fair trial and a fair sentence that's not racially or celebrity motivated for the length and time.
So I asked you, have you guys found the appellate brief? You guys have time on it. You can't just wait.
We have filed our notice of appeal.
Is the case sealed or is it open to the public?
No, the case has not been processed yet. I've filed other appeals prior to Mr. Peterson. Also, my notices and appearances have not been processed. At this moment, I've found that it's just a very busy time in the appellate courts in California.
So if I go to the appellate court,
We're her finished. What's she saying?
If they've processed yet, I was told yesterday that we are in the queue, but other appeals that I filed prior to Mr. Peterson, I still don't have those numbers for. So
why is it not in the system?
We'll talk about all that, brother. We're going too deep. This is about Tory, man. So
The actual appellate brief is probably not something we'll see for at least a few months, right?
Exactly.
Early next year.
right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any other questions? Anybody else? That's
Do you
it.
think, honestly, do you think this is a normal case? I mean,
None of my cases are normal.
no, but seriously, what the problem with this case is, because I speak to a lot of people that have intelligence, they don't understand
guys
how
done?
a person can be convicted with no gun, no bullets, no fragments from her foot, all missing after a year.
Hey, we're not to be rude, man, but we're done. You can't make me stay here.
No, but you don't have to answer. I was asking for...
Good meeting you guys.
These are trial issues. These are trial issues, and we will
Yeah,
address
but
them.
the public doesn't understand why he got convicted.
Come on, let's head out of here.
Yeah, that's what...
All right, we're on the road, y'all.
Okay. This is unite the people, baby. They're not playing.
All right, man. These people out here are so quick to, try to lock up Tory without doing their due diligence and figuring out what's really going on. And don't get it twisted. I don't have no beef with none of these places, but No Jumper posted the false information. The Shade Room did. Multiple YouTubers who I won't name just because I kind of got respect for them, but at the same time, it's like, why is everybody jumping on the Tory hate train? And I get it. Everybody is supposedly team Megan Thee Stallion, and the people who support Tory are in the few. But still, can we just report the facts and not what we want to happen? Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Tell me how you feel in the comments. I will see y'all next time. Peace.